go, man.
Got a little present for you.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Map just came in.
Yeah, it turned out nice, didn't it?
The detail is amazing.
Just pulling up to the property right now. Mark dropped us a pin. I've only been on this property one other time, but I know it's a big piece. We're looking at a little shy of 500 contiguous acres. So yeah, it's gonna be a big map, big piece, lots of batteries to go through today. It's still pretty early in the day, so should have plenty of time. And yeah, looking forward to this. They've done a bunch of improvement on this property, so getting them the map is going to be pretty nice for them to be able to see everything that they've done to this property thus far, and then continue to improve on that. So yeah, 500 acres, here we go. Oh, so many locks on it. So many locks. Now we're in the property, kind of in the center of the property, but we're heading to the very north end. And with the way the wind is blowing, and it'll kind of just help streamline the process with the drone having the wind at its back majority of the time. We're gonna start on the north side, work our way all the way down the south side. And there is Mark's, probably end up on Mark's cell camera here pretty soon. There are deer running everywhere in front of us right now. Mark said there was a lot of deer, but yeah, I wasn't expecting this many that quick. So first things first, like I said, we're on the north side of this property, and the drone is going to be going back and forth this way. They recently added on a 40 acres that's kind of obviously on the north side of this property, but so the drone will start with that 40 acres and do grid back and forth, and once it gets to this bigger section, I don't know how far away it is this way, but it'll just do the 40 acres here. Then once it starts getting here, it'll actually start going the whole distance of the property. We'll just kind of follow it down all the way to the south. So drone's gonna go up. We'll get the drone connected, turned on, batteries in, and then from there we'll make the grid of the property on the actual controller itself. We'll set the route that the drone is going to fly for this process. Just got the flight route created on the controller, and now this is the best part. All I simply have to do is set the altitude, the speed of the drone, the amount of overlap that I have on the pictures to be able to stitch them together accurately, and that is it. Next thing is I simply close out of that, say begin route, there goes the drone. Alright, so the drone is in the air and it's flying to our starting point right now. Once it gets to the starting point, the drone positions itself perfectly to where we put that first point at, and the camera actually points straight down to the ground. So picture you flying over your property from a bird's eye view. It's exactly what you're going to get with the map. It's a straight down image. And again, it's taking, right now it's going to take 4,000 images of this 500 acres, and they're all straight down to the ground, and you can just see all the detail that it's capturing right now. It's looking good right now, so the drone's gonna start gridding back and forth. I'm gonna unhook the buggy. We're gonna get that out, so that way as the drone's flying, we can just keep line of sight, stay legal, and yeah, let the drone do its thing from here.
My favorite part of this is, unfortunately, the best time of the year is now, which is winter time when there's no snow, but it's a little cold outside. So the best part is I got to sit here in the truck, got a full view of what the property looks like, but I got to stay in the truck and stay warm. Quick battery swap, drone's back up. Makes these maps, and probably one of my favorite things about these maps, is being able to see the trail systems on your property. So you take an example right here. Here's a really nice used trail through the CRP, through all these grasses that have grown up, but you can only see them 30 yards in each direction, then you don't know which way they go from there. From these maps is be able to see all these trails on your property. So if you do any habitat management, or you want to alter your property at all to help you and your stand sites better, you know, these are a great tool to have. You're looking on the map, you see where the deer are, and from there you can either adjust your stands or adjust your property to make the deer go where you want them to go. It's, like I said, for habitat managers, for guys just trying to learn their property, these maps are a game changer. All right, the drone is doing its last couple of laps back and forth before it finishes up the property. This property is gonna look good. Right now, as you can just see on the controller, the detail that we're gonna get out of this property, all the trails, all of his blinds, it's gonna be crucial to have. Mark's gonna love to have it on the wall. His dad's gonna be able to look at it and say, this is 30 years in the making. So the weather today could not have been any more perfect. No wind at all, cloud cover, so that way when sunlight comes, it doesn't cast any unwanted shadows. You're gonna be able to see all the detail that you wanna see on this map. So next steps are, we're gonna bring it home, upload it to our software, stitch all the images together, and I cannot wait to show you guys the final image. And we'll get it printed and we'll bring it over to Mark. So looking forward to this. All right, we flew Mark's property last week. It's a 500-acre family farm. We got it stitched together, printed. We're hand delivering it to him right now. Can't wait to see Mark's trophy room and to show him the map. Mark,
Hello, man.
got a little present for you.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Map just came in.
I am excited.
Here is your 500-acre beast of a property.
That is sweet.
It turned out nice, didn't it?
The detail is amazing. That is awesome. The detail's crazy. It looks like that, I mean, the timing of the year was perfect too.
Yes.
Most of the foliage was down, obviously the pine trees, but
I like the pine trees adds color to it as well, as long as with your lakes, the river.
it's like so different looking at it like this compared to a satellite image or what's on the apps right now.
Satellite, it's just green.
Yeah.
It's just the entire green.
Well, like right here, it's just green clusters, right? Like you can't even see any of the shooting lanes we've done over the years or anything like that.
That's to say, you guys do a lot of work on this property every year too, so it's always changing.
Mm-hmm.
Like for when you, like say how long, you've been hunting this property for 30 years. The stuff that you guys have done to this in 30 years, I mean, unfortunately, some of the satellite imagery probably hasn't been updated in the last 10 years.
Very true.
Alone.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, I mean, we do, as you guys saw when you're flying, we do a ton of work. Like we've added just to where we've seen deer crossing in the past here, and now you can see why, right? Like deer have to get around that pond. They hit this thick part, and they're gonna stay where they're in cover to get all the way down here. So we've had deer right here, and we put this long food plot in, so now we get them to linger in the backside. But looking at it right now, you can see, like in an instance on this map, you can see why. Like that, you can tell where their travel corridor is all the way down till they get to the river.
They're protected the whole time.
Yep.
It's nice, you can actually see the blinds that you have set up on these different travel corridors. And that's what I love about looking at your property this way. So you can sit here and look, and what's nice is you can draw on these and scribble it out, but you can say, okay, I got them here, 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 here.
all of a sudden you're just visually seeing exactly, okay, what makes sense, where to hunt him, how to hunt him, where is he hanging out, how can I get in. When you look at not only having a map on the wall of your property, you want to double down to actually be able to learn from it and actually see the entire property. So again, leaves being on the tree, it's going to look more beautiful, but you're just not going to get the detail that you're going to see here. Like, man, I don't even know what this is, but what are these all your paths to go to stands and
UTV trails,
just stuff that you wouldn't see. Like you have got other guys that hunt your family property too. So you can, as they show up, you can bring them to the map, say, okay, you're gonna park here, you're gonna follow this trail as it bends to the right, there's a ladder stand there. Like the detail that you get out of this and all that information that you see from looking at this perspective is what guys have really been liking.
Yeah. Oh, this is amazing. Like I had high expectations and this even blew it away. Like I'm excited to get just prep for next season using this, and also like my dad's older generation, right? Kind of explaining different things that they may not have thought of.
A little easier to look at than on your cell phone.
Exactly too, because I mean he's got glasses on and glasses off, so that's awesome. Thanks for doing the work on this. Turned out amazing. If you guys are looking to do a map of your property or interested in more information, check out aerialwildlifesolutions.net or their social. They've got crazy stuff going on. It's something you can't miss.